online if they require. On top of that, we were exposed to the big counter revival when they need, and it could be valuable 60 as well on the startup. Could get quite a bit of value from Galactic Legend. Abaloko's got boundary, it could be popped up anytime. There it is. Joji flies just high enough to crack an impact. The Jeff, will he get it? Jeff's getting away, Runk's on the run. Who's gonna get him? They're moving. Weaver being thrust back into the fight. Joji takes out Habaloko. Weaver taking out Habaloko. Looks like there's no way for Jeff taking without the map. But there is a meteor charging. There is a meteor flying directly for Habaloko. There's 60 still, and this guy is shredding people. Taking out Joji in the back. Subi takes it over. It's just one after another. Everybody's taken out one after another on each side of the field. There it is there. Weaver gets the res, bringing themselves back to the cocoon. Subi takes out Frost. Weaver forces Subi. They're holding it down. That's 50%. The runes of Loki are there to keep him sustained. The big crunch from the Venom, the Feast, does not get the value of the Abyss, but it is going to allow Exodia to push Brainstorm back, and they do have a chance to gain point contention here, but Brainstorm didn't make it easy. So it's going to be on Brainstorm to try and activate now and get in contention. Speaking of contention, they're seeing value coming out from the sidelines right there. Super taking a bit of damage, but they're still going to push on in through the symbiotic terrain right there. They're going to be using it to their favor. They're going to be attacking and hammer arming down, Zachary taking out the Wolverine, but the Sonic's pouring in from Super right now, and it scoops another, taking out Frost the Hammer. That's going to be 2 down for them, but just when you think it's over, Weaver is going to hit the counter revival and be born again as they're going to bring back the rest of their team as they fall one after another. They're going to be brought back again one after another as Rogue's taking out Joji. That's going to be the Bucky taken down. Overtime ticking off 99% in favor of Exodia, but the boundary drops from Habaloko, and there it is. OP with the Bullock shield to save those. Cyclic's last stand, and OP takes out Habaloko. Overtime sticking up there, and the runes are set up to nullify the Sonic coming out from Frost.
Yes, Ionic is from Frost, but so is, of course, is Jeff, and Beast of Van, and Beast of Abyss is out as well. Drunk is able to kick off Kaja across off the edge, and Exodia are falling one by one. Jonas from Brainstorm doing their work. Absolutely everything was used from Brainstorm to take control back. But Exodia, they held on. They held on to 2 of their ultimates, and Exupi also has theirs on their way. So this next fight coming out, Brainstorm has to try and survive against the assault from Exodia.
Spots on the sidelines there. Joji goes for the Kraken impact, gets a double KO to start off the resets. Is it going to be enough value to land another? They're going to try and pop it on the Starlord. Uppercut! He's clean by Joji right there, taking out one, but doesn't matter as Weaver's going to bring them back with the Comet Revival. The 3 that were taken down by Brainstorm are 3 that are back again because of Brainstorm. Weaver, the Adam Warlock, pressuring in 99% on the side of Exodia, who did recapture contention, but Slixie's a legend in the skies and starts going crazy, shredding them through. OP takes out the Runk, the Jeff, and that pushes them off. That does give Exodia the first round here on Celestial Husk, claiming the hand. Even though Brainstorm's on the high ground, it's a very vulnerable place to be, as a lot of that high ground is just tunneling through to one spot, and all Exodia need to do is pour their damage in. But they gotta be careful because they can come from around and behind.
Joji did try and manage to kidnap Frost down onto the low ground, but Hyperlogy was the one that first falls to Exodia. And so Exodia, with that player advantage, is going harder and harder onto Brainstorm. Beastnode has fallen, but Rubo is going to get revenge onto Joji. Missionary does go the way of Exodia. They have to capture the point. They're claiming some very important percentage. Ooh, Zykrink just barely survived, passive getting popped, able to get away, as now Runk and Frost are using both their ultimates to try and retake the point as quickly as I can, but Exodia have a strong, firm hand.
Oh, it absolutely right there. Just confidence exuded from that team right there. They're putting in the work. Just going 1 for 1 each side. That's going to take another. That's going to be the last stand from Zachary. The rage is there, but it doesn't get the impact they need. But it doesn't matter because Joji's going to be there with a point-blank impactor right there, taking them out with a Conjure Pentakill from Joji. Just absolutely flush with the Bucky gameplay, and a bit of nodding to those watching right there from Joji, just knowing that they had a good impact there. But on the other side of that, they now have to face the Dance of the Butterfly from Slixie, and they don't have the strategic defensive line to handle it.
2 Vanguard ultimates, It's up to Brainstorm eSports though to take back the point, considering Exodia have just past 70%. Starts to modify is activated. It does take down Joji, but Frost is going to get returns as a trade. Now it's going to be a ton of bot from Kaja. They were able to get it up quite quickly for the side of Exodia. But Zykleric on the Wolverine kidnaps Rubo and takes him into a 1v1 situation up on the high ground.
Will they have time to keep in contention? 99% overtime is kicking off into high gear right there. Brainstorm have one chance to try and hold it down and try and get capture for themselves. They do take out 2 from Exodia. That's going to be Soupy on the back foot right there, but they're going to walk into the ruins of Bubblecup. It's going to give them a nice and sustained and heal them on up. Copy is available. They could go crazy with it, but Bubblecup's going to be taken down. Cassia.
Keep Exodia away from the point, but Zykleric doesn't care. Kidnaps the beast, though, takes him out. Bottom is also being used by Bubblecup, going in for more. With only one of Vanguard Brainstorm eSports has used Invisible Battle to keep us in the life, but Hybonosis still gets taken out. Georgia gets another one. Also has Kraken Impact Battle, but uses it immediately, goes in for more, has one, goes again. One more, but they aren't many Brainstorm eSports left to go crazy. Rubo now switching over to Spider-Man to try and touch in time. Again, we hear from Joji. Ivagomoto trying to use on base node, but not able to touch in time. And Exodia win the first map here on Domination.
Oh, they do indeed. They take the hand, they take the codex. We don't even need to see the vault, leave the vault sealed, as they do take Celestial Husk in entirety right there. Strong start right there. Of course, victory for the squad. Represent Bubblecup, get the MVP right there on the low-key. Again, I had a feeling Loki was going to show up in the matchup between these two teams, but how they roll on out of the spawn doors.
Well, they're rolling out with the spawn doors with Moon Knight, Zykleric playing Moon Knight here, and of course gonna have that team up with the Cloak and Dagger available too. But as you mentioned, this is a pretty decent map for both Groot and also for Moon Knight, being able to break down lots of damage in these choke points. But Joji here on the Phoenix can do the exact same thing, being able to shoot fish in a barrel, one may say. But Moon Knight already has the Hand of Conjure available. Doesn't get taken out by the Emerald Frost, but I mean, the spawn doors are literally right there. They'll come back with the Hand of Conjure available.
Alright, pushing in forward. He's able to get contested back again. Hand of Conjure drops in. Combined with a bit of super action right there. Does take down the beast node. But Hoover's got that. BRB beacon, bringing Slixy back in the fight. Big Jeff going for a splash, taken out first. And then the group from Soupy is going in. It's combining with the Ensign Inferno. That's Soupy getting double KO on the absolute group right there. Absolute tree trunk in action. And Zyke. As of course, they've also switched the broad triple Vanguard lineup coming out from Brainstorm. Going for the big Sonic seduction right there from Slixy. Oh, blocked away by the Iron Wall from Soupy. Well timed and a good retreat from Exodia. But eyes on the Ultimate Set online right now. We're going to see something big. I believe an Amplify from Wither could be the deciding factor here to give a bit of source to Brainstorm. And there it goes. Into the Tomomoto. And it sets them up nicely, diving on down into Exodia. And they get one, they get Bubble, they get Zykleric, Joji, Cassia, 2 Spear.
By 1, and now with 60 seconds left, it's going to be Exodia to try and push through. They do use another bomb, but Kazuya does manage to hide away from Frost. Meteor just barely has also brings back Beast Node though, who was taken out a bit earlier. And now more overs come through as Bubble and Hybolicus start using their boundaries to keep the team alive, but Soupy and Joji start turning the tide towards the way of Exodia. Will Slixy's Hybolicus induction be enough? Though it will not be. And Soupy takes them down. Hybolicus gets a desperate last kick onto Zykleric. Yeah, potentially Exodia could get this in overtime, but out comes the Mega Hurricane from Slixy. They will be able to get that touch off, of course, but Bubble is going to be using that invisible boundary to answer this Hurricane. Runk's also going to be using it on a bond, and Meteor is used, but Obi's not able to find that Cloak and Dagger as Joji does take down Rubo, but his Kraken Impact gets countered by Runk, who is dealing so much damage as the Cloak and Dagger side is going the way of Brainstorm eSports. They are able to take down all the members of Exodia, but with only 3 seconds left, I'm not sure if anyone can touch. They do manage to touch, but can anyone portal in? Down goes overtime. It's going to be difficult, but they are so far away, Liga.
There's no portal because the Strange has been banned.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yup. I thought about that actually as well. I was like, portal could be a factor, but if they haven't switched to it yet, that's right, it's been banned. Pushing forward, throwing Phoenix marks, setting the stage, trying to get the marks to push Brainstorm back into their spawn. Iron Slash chances are going to be them. Sorry, Horn Slash wasn't going to be there for them to try and take a chance from Soupy. Trying to box him in, I will say though. Big resets coming in. Phoenix is just absolutely cooking right now. Beast Node bleeding right now, taking quite a lot of damage, but sustained by Runk nonetheless. And Zaki sliding in forward and goes directly into Beast Node's face, but at the same time, Foss returns the favor, taking out Soupy. That's one Vanguard down for each side. And it's going to be pushing recongestion for Brainstorm, who got the fantastic arm moving once again. Ideally, they want to try and pick off Cassia here, shut down the Eternal Bond, which will allow Slixie's Hurricane to go absolutely berserk. But berserk, you know, Super could go in with the Freedom Charge to nullify it just as well. There it is, Hurricane in the back. It's going to be matched. It's going to be there. And the Bond is actually, no, Freedom Charge is actually going to keep him sustained and surviving. They're going to save the Bond for a future fight. And there it is, taking flight. Here's the torch, holding it down. Supernova online when they need, and they burst into flames right there. They're going to meet the enemy's face. They're going to try to get him, but they're going to choke down by the end. We were taken down by the... There it is, the end song. The power of the Psionics is going forward. It pulls him in. Slixie claps him down, taking out Joji. That's going to give massive value to Brainstorm now as they get momentum back. But this Captain America, Soupy, is just on their backline, not letting them move. Claim that bragging right is to win it here and hold down Brainstorm's defense. Attack. But the pressure is there because that Mega Hurricane from Slixie is barreling on forward. There's a lot of pressure pushing forward because Bubbles jumping the invisible boundary. Cassius getting big, taking out Foss. And it seems as though when Brainstorm did have the pushing power, Exodia exploded their ultimates right back and stopped the pushing coming forward. That does mean another 30 seconds are munched from Brainstorm's time bank there to try and keep themselves in this series here. Fight, they might be able to bring up the invisible boundary 5 seconds out. We are definitely going into overtime. This is the last ditch effort for Brainstorm to keep themselves in this series. And it's going to start up with an assembling charge from Soupy right there, taking out Slixie, holding it forward, punching forward, trying to get the pain. OP's on the Venom right now. They're going for the full dive composition. Joji's on the starter. They're going to shred down Beast Node. They're going to go straight for a frost grabs Joji. That's going to be tight. It's going to be insane overtime ticking off right there. OP takes out Wubo. They're going to try to make it up, and the Sonics are going up. Everybody's trying to pop up their ults. Frost one runs out for now. Bubbles got boundary if they need it. The portal from Slixie's there. It's going up. The Invisible Woman is taken down. Bubbles is pushed out of here. Soupy's there. There's going to be water pressure holding it down. Is it going to be enough? The boundary set up doesn't have enough time for Exodia. Do they make it?
Exodia make it. Joji is back and does a lot of damage, but OP is like them. Oh, here's still two. Exodia hold down the defense. They deny the portal play from Brainstorm Esports and make sure that they stay in control. Round 2 is complete, going the way of Exodia. We have another 2-0 on our hands here, Liger.
There it is, a well-fought close one. I will say this one was definitely very, very close. It was down to the absolute overtime wire there. Joji with the MVP. Exodia absolutely held it down on Midtown, and that is going to be victory for them in this series.